This Saturday, brace yourselves for a La Liga showdown that could dramatically reshape the top of the table. Real Madrid hosts Villarreal at the legendary Santiago Bernabeu. But here's the twist. While Real Madrid has historically turned their home ground into an impenetrable fortress against Villarreal, winning nearly every encounter, the Yellow Submarine arrives in sensational form, having triumphed in most of their recent league matches. Can Real Madrid, reeling from a recent league setback, defend their hallowed turf? Or will Villarreal orchestrate a stunning upset and wipe out that crucial 2-point deficit? Get ready for a clash of titans. Real Madrid is expected to unleash a dynamic 3-4-1-2 formation, a clear signal of their intent for an attacking spectacle, focusing on explosive wing play. Villarreal, however, might opt for a more disciplined 4-4-2 setup, aiming for defensive solidity. Both squads are lethal on the counter, but here's where it gets interesting for bettors. Real Madrid displays a surprising vulnerability defending set pieces and long-range efforts. This aligns perfectly with Villarreal's known prowess from attacking free kicks and corners. Could we see a goal born from one of these situations, perhaps from the visitors? Team news brings significant defensive headaches for Real Madrid. Crippling blows see key defenders Trent Alexander-Arnold, Antonio Rüdiger, and Dani Carvajal all sidelined by injury. Ferland Mendy's fitness also hangs in the balance, potentially leaving their backline severely exposed. Villarreal faces its own defensive quandaries, with 4 players confirmed out and 2 more, including their star attacker Gerard Moreno, listed as doubtful. These substantial defensive gaps on both sides strongly suggest that we could be in for a high-scoring, end-to-end encounter. Real Madrid currently occupies second place, holding just a mere 2-point advantage over third-placed Villarreal. Real Madrid's home league form has been nothing short of flawless, winning every single one of their 3 matches, netting 5 goals while conceding only 1. Villarreal's away form, in stark contrast, is less convincing, with just 1 victory from 3 matches, scoring 3 and conceding 4. While Los Blancos command significantly higher possession and a superior goal conversion rate, Villarreal averages more corners per game and commits more fouls. Could this lead to a flurry of cards for the away side? Real Madrid's recent form paints a picture of overall strength, with a dominant 5 victories from their last 6 outings across all competitions. They've been finding the net with ease, including a resounding 5-goal shutout in the Champions League. However, their sole recent defeat was a surprising 5-2 thrashing at the hands of Atletico Madrid in the league, proving they are not invincible. A key pattern for astute bettors, Real Madrid often seizes control early, winning the first half in most of their recent triumphs. Villarreal's recent performances are a mixed bag, showcasing 3 wins, 1 draw, and 2 defeats from their last 6 fixtures. They clinched impressive victories against Athletic Club and Sevilla, but also endured losses to Tottenham and Atletico Madrid where they notably failed to score. A spirited 2-2 draw against Juventus in the Champions League, however, highlights their fighting spirit. Their wins tend to be tight affairs, often decided by just a single goal. Does this suggest a resilient, yet perhaps not overwhelming, attacking force? Diving into recent goal averages, Real Madrid boasts a potent attack, consistently netting nearly 3 goals per match, while conceding just over a single goal. At home, their defensive resolve tightens further, allowing a mere half a goal per game. Villarreal, though, scores over 1 goal per match but also concedes just over 1.2 goals. Crucially, their away scoring record is a concern, averaging less than 1 goal per match. Consider this, Real Madrid's win rate in their last 6 matches stands at a dominant 83%. A stark contrast indeed. Historically, Real Madrid has been the undisputed dominant force in this fixture, triumphing in 4 of their last 6 encounters. These matches often erupt into goal fests, featuring a thrilling 4-4 draw and multiple 3-2 scorelines. Real Madrid averages a staggering nearly 3 goals per match against Villarreal and typically asserts an early lead, scoring nearly 2 goals in the first half alone. Villarreal, conversely, often finds itself playing catch-up, conceding heavily to Real Madrid, particularly in the opening 45 minutes. Drilling down into the head-to-head goal patterns reveals a fascinating trend. Real Madrid consistently breaches Villarreal's net, bagging a remarkable 17 goals across their last 6 meetings. A significant 10 of these goals came in the first half, emphatically highlighting their aggressive starts. Villarreal has scored 11 goals themselves against Real Madrid, but often finds itself chasing the game, having conceded 10 goals in the first half alone in these matchups. This powerful trend of early goals for Real Madrid presents a compelling insight for those exploring first-half betting markets. When we talk physical presence, Villarreal holds a marginal advantage in height across their defenders, forwards, and midfielders compared to Real Madrid. Their defenders, specifically, are a notable 4 centimeters taller on average. This could be a significant factor, especially given Villarreal's known strength in attacking set pieces and Real Madrid's acknowledged weakness in defending them. However, Real Madrid's taller goalkeeper could prove crucial in mitigating this aerial threat. Could this be a battle won in the air? Examining the age profile, Real Madrid proudly fields a notably youthful and dynamic forward line, averaging just 23 years of age. Their midfield, too, skews relatively young. In contrast, Villarreal presents a slightly older average age in both their attacking and central departments. Does this age gap hint at an advantage for Real Madrid in terms of explosive pace and sustained stamina, especially in those crucial attacking areas as the game wears on? Individual player ratings suggest Real Madrid holds a clear edge in attack and midfield, with their forwards and midfielders rated noticeably higher than Villarreal's counterparts. However, here's the intriguing part: Villarreal's defenders and goalkeeper are rated marginally better. This implies Villarreal possesses some solid individual defensive quality, but could their overall team structure still be vulnerable, particularly against Real Madrid's higher-rated attacking talent? It's a classic battle of individual brilliance versus collective solidity. For Real Madrid, Kylian Mbappé is the undisputed standout star, leading not only in goals but also in man-of-the-match accolades. Arda Güler's impressive tally of key passes underlines his creative influence. On the Villarreal side, Tajon Buchanan leads in goals, while Gerard Moreno is their top creative force with key passes, though his doubtful status is a massive concern. For those looking for goal-scoring opportunities, keep a very close eye on Mbappé and his overall game-changing impact. Several players exhibit tendencies that could open up interesting betting opportunities. For Real Madrid, Kylian Mbappé receives a surprising frequency of yellow cards for a forward and is also often caught offside. Consider foul or offside markets. For Villarreal, Santiago Moreno stands out as a potential defensive liability. He leads his team in fouls committed, is frequently dribbled past, and picks up yellow cards often. Opposing wingers for Real Madrid could specifically target him, making him one to watch for card bets. Real Madrid has a distinct habit of finding the net just before halftime, with a notable 5 goals arriving between the 30 and 40-minute marks. They also tend to concede most goals in the early part of the second half, specifically between 50 and 60 minutes. Villarreal, too, scores well in the first half, between 20 and 30 minutes, and shows a late surge between 80 and 90 minutes. Intriguingly, both teams share a vulnerability, conceding most often in that mid-second half window. Could this be a crucial period for goal interval bets? If your focus is on goal totals, Real Madrid's matches are undeniably high-scoring affairs, with more than 7 in 10 of their games seeing over 2.5 goals. Villarreal's matches, in contrast, are generally tighter, with fewer than half going over 2.5 goals. However, considering Real Madrid's potent attack, Villarreal's significant defensive absences, and the historical head-to-head trend that screams goals, and over 2.5 goals for the match could present a strong consideration for your betting strategy.